Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to the Pepe update, and this market is actually getting quite interesting. We are sitting at 775. It has been a green candle. Today is what is it today? Monday, Tuesday? Okay, Tuesday started off, and crypto yet has to close the candle, especially when you go on and check here. You have 1 hour 42 minutes to close the daily candle. So how the daily candle is going to close can determine what happened next. There are some few comments I want to talk about Pepe that are so important. I think this update is going to give you a lot of insight of what is about to happen next. So number one, there's a trend line here that I don't know if anyone has seen this, but if you take this trend line and you kind of calculate what the trend line is doing, this is the first time that we have a close, or almost we're going to have a close in the next 1 hour 42 minutes. This candle is about to make the very first green closing above this trend line since February. Today we're sitting at April, and from February, 4th of February, that's the first time you're going to make one green closing. So it hasn't closed yet. We still have a timer going on in here, and this timer says it's going to take 1 hour 41 minutes to actually see what happens. So do keep an eye on that one. But I personally think it's going to break bullish. We're going to close bullish. And the reason is because the lower time frame, and let's talk about the lower time frame at the moment, which is probably right now the 4 hour. And if we take on the 4 hour time frame here, we have the inverse head and shoulder. So take in your left shoulder head and the right shoulder as well. And now you are breaking, and I hope that we do get to see a successful break like that. So yeah, you're breaking up, and there's a retest that I think is about to happen, and that is the retest down to 755, maybe even go to maybe 744. So 755, 744 can actually be the retest here. And then if you bounce off here, if you bounce off this successful inverse head and shoulder, you of course then have a technical target to go from top to bottom, and your next targets can actually be all the way up to nearly 968. Now, my final comment about it, it's possible to come up to 968. Now the logic behind coming to 968 is also that if I take one trend line and I drop the trend line like this, that actually is going to be one touch, second touch, and that technical target directly pushes up to that another touch. And if you break above here, you still have some work to do, because up at 1048 there's a lot of resistances in 1048. So here's the thing, here's the final take about Pepe. The worst case scenario is the following. So you don't want to go down, and you don't want to destroy the right shoulder. I would actually even say 709 is a place where if you do go down to, that can actually be problem, right? And yeah, so if you go down here, that's going to be a problem. But the thing is, if you stay above right over there, then you are probably good to just continue on, and you can do the retest here, and then you can push all the way to the upside. I think on the daily we still have one resistance that has happened on the EMAs, and that is the 55. You can see that the 55 is actually stopping the prices, but even though you are being stopped with the 55, Bitcoin, however, is for the first time in a long time is about to close bullish above this 55 EMA, and then we can have that bull cross on the daily, and start to slowly push up, and you could actually see 97, you could see $92,000 coming in. I'm very positive on Bitcoin right now because a lot of people are just way too negative at the moment. I'm just following the charts, by the way, and when it comes to Bitcoin, I think this is where Bitcoin has actually managed to break that trend line that we have been waiting for a long time to break above. And you can see the channel here has a very clear break coming in at the moment. And that's all for the video on Pepe. I'm going to see you in the next one. Office.